Should I get a reverse mortgage? What is a reverse mortgage? And what are all these things that I hear about it? Are they true? Is HUD going to take my house? Housing Urban Development, that oversees the reverse mortgage loan, which is actually an FHA loan run by the Federal Housing Administration. And there's so much to cover on a reverse mortgage. So I'm going to just cover some of the basics. And a reverse mortgage, in so many words, is a complete opposite of what your regular mortgage is. So let's think about this. You have a mortgage on your home currently, and you make a payment to the bank or to your lender every month. But in a reverse mortgage, that's not the case. You don't make any payments. Now, you don't physically make any payments, but the payments are built into the actual loan in itself. So the program itself is designed to help others age in place, stay in their home. Let's say you have parents that are on fixed income, but they have very little savings, but they have a ton of equity. The reverse mortgage can allow for your parents or elderly. The program is for people that are 62 or over, and by any means 62 is not elderly, but that's another part of the reverse mortgage that we'll get into at a later date. But the program will allow the clients to not have a mortgage payment, okay, so that's some relief. If there's sufficient amount of equity, they can set up equity line of credit. They don't necessarily have to use it right away, but they can set it up so they have funds access for the future. They can set up monthly payments made to them so that they can live off of that money if that works. And then they also can possibly take out a lump sum of money. Let's say you have some clients, they want to stay in their home, they're on fixed income, and the home needs some upgrades, meaning maybe you need some bars to navigate down some stairs. You want to retrofit the home so that it's better user friendly for elderly people that might need something to grab onto. Maybe you want to put one of those bathtubs in there where you just walk in. So you can use the money for whatever you want. It's your equity. And I just think there's such a win-win in the loan program that I really want to voice that I think it's important for people moving forward as a financial tool, because right now people aren't saving their money and their 401ks aren't that great. And what I have seen happen many times is you have clients that keep saying, I have to pay off my mortgage, I have to pay off my mortgage, I don't want a mortgage payment. I'm not sure that I really agree with that. I get it, I get that. But let's say you do that. Let's say you get all your money and you keep putting it towards the principal and you just gotta pay off that debt so you don't have a mortgage payment, which is a relief, yes. And let's say then you do that. You have a $500,000 worth of equity in your home. That's the only home that you own. You're making the taxes and insurance payments still. And then you decide, I'm gonna retire. Now that my home's paid off, I'm gonna retire. So I have a little bit of retirement income. I might have Social Security. Maybe you have some other investments, but for the most part, those are the two that people have. And then a life event happens. Somebody falls and gets injured. I'm trying to think of other things that aren't necessarily bad things, but all of a sudden, let's say you now need to take out a loan to cover for some expenses that might be coming up. Or you go to take an equity line out of your equity and you don't qualify because now you're retired. This puts people in a bind because you have a lot of equity. So you're house rich and cash poor. And there isn't any way to navigate that equity, your equity, to make it work for you financially. With a reverse mortgage, you can definitely do that. Lots more to come on this subject. I think it's a fantastic loan program. Not everybody knows how to do those. And either some counseling involved, a lot of other things, but that is the basics. It allows you and clients to get some relief from debt and possible cash. I highly recommend it. Remember, don't think twice about working with Kathryn at Secure Choice Lending. Who you work with matters.